morning, everyone, and welcome to our time together at Everyday Prosperity Wisdom. I'm here as Lori Lamantia, and I'm here with the magical Trisha Fisk.
Good morning, everybody.
Today, we're going to talk about choosing and appreciating your energy signature. And the energy, the concept behind this is that as you walk into a room, you're bringing a signature, a whole energy vibration into the room with you or into the world with you. And so our intent today was to be conscious of that and be appreciative of it, and even maybe think about, well, how do I want to cultivate it and expand it? This is kind of a woo-woo topic, but I was with some friends over the weekend and I just noticed how different each of them feels to me. They all had such different energy signatures, and I loved each of them just the way they were. And I was like, wow, how cool is it that, that's what made them who they are. And so I thought, and so when I was talking to Trisha, like, let's talk about and kind of make this more conscious, the idea of, and our personal energy signature, what it is, and how to cultivate it.
Right. And, we all are unique, all come into this life with an energy signature meant to support us through our life as we uncover ourselves as divinity, as divine beings. So your energy signature doesn't need to change in any way. You just want to discover it. What is it? How does it feel? How does it feel different to me? How do I know when I'm in this larger space of energy? What does it feel like for me?
Mm, yes. And, before we started talking, we talked about this is your uniqueness. It's the thing that you come into, everywhere with. And, we accumulate a lot of things through life, and it can enhance our energy signature, but it can also damp it down. I think, or it could change it a little bit. That unique nugget is always there, but I do think over the course of life, we can kind of gravitate towards, I'll say fear or stuff that
Mm-hmm.
our mind picks up. And I think that that's, if I were to want to talk a little bit more about cultivating, is to notice when we are having these fear energy and it's kind of becoming a part of our energy sphere, and deciding and moving towards, like you were saying, that divine nugget that we are, and being authentically in that more and more, and letting that radiate out more and more. But becoming a little bit more conscious and aware of our signature really helps. Like when you walk into a room, you can tell. Like the other day, I went and petted a cat, and she backed away from me, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. What's going on inside of me and her? Maybe I was radiating something. So you start to notice what stuff's being attracted to you, and it's kind of because, and of course, not kind of, it is because we are magnetic. And we are always part of the law of attraction. And so that which we radiate out as our signature is going to radiate back to us, like attracts like.
Right. And yoga is a great way to start feeling into the your unique energy. Um, Pranayama techniques to focus the mind and then allowing yourself to get into the parasympathetic nervous system and just feel. How does it feel for you to be truly calm and paying attention to sensation? And we don't do that a lot because we're always, scheduling and planning and working on our to-do list, but to just allow yourself to sit and feel without like, what does it feel like to be you? What does it feel like to feel like you and realize even that's unique? Like if I'm sitting in a cross-legged seated position and focusing my mind on my breath and getting quiet, it's different, going to feel different to me than it does to you for doing the same thing. That's a
Right.
way to introduce ourselves to our unique energy and our experience of our unique energy.
Totally. And when you were saying that, I was feeling, like in a yoga class where you have just meditated, everybody's individual uniqueness is so different. But when it comes together in that big, beautiful room, it feels juicy and yummy and really quite inspiring. When we sit there long enough, you can feel all that energy merging together into this wonderful thing that you couldn't create. You couldn't consciously create. You couldn't go, I want to create that. It's this unique combo thing that happens that's delicious and sweet and lovely. And I do think that's what we're, that on I keep going back to authenticity. It's something I think we're kind of in the process we might lose if we don't be real conscious of it with AI and everybody chat GPTing and getting, the blah, blah, blah that chat GPT gives us. Okay, it's okay to write something and have it sound a little stupid or goofy. That's our authentic self, right?
Right. And I would say even the places that you're in, the locations you're in, even have a unique energy signature, not just
Totally.
people. Because I've started teaching it, the yoga classes on Saturday mornings at the Theosophical Society in Wheaton, and the building next year will be 100 years old. And it's an invitation for all beliefs, all religions. Wisdom is what they say their intention is, unveiling wisdom.
Mhm.
And we always meditate at the end of class, and I can feel that space we're in is very welcoming and inviting to that, the energy that's in there as we meditate together. Um, I found that even though I have a new group of students who aren't used to sitting and meditating with me, they're able very quickly to settle
Mhm.
and be calm in that space. So it's really the space you're in invites
Right.
uniqueness, unique energy signature as well.
And that's one of the reasons why you can cultivate an energy signature. When you were saying that, I was thinking about when you went to the Himalayan Institute and they have that meditation room that they very intentionally meditated in to cultivate that holding space, that pots for all the different approaches to come together, but feel the juice.
Right. Yes, and a specific chant that's always done in that room too. When everybody comes together, this um, Sri Sukta chant is played 3 times, and it does that creates an energy signature as well. If you meditate and you use a mala, that mala is going to take on that energy of your mantra or your unique energy. They were told once you start using a mala to pray with that you don't share it or have other people touch it because it's got your unique energy signature. So that
Yeah.
all you have to do is pick it up. All you have to do is pick it up, and that energy is
Mm,
there for you. Yeah.
right. Same thing with tarot cards. Once you've adopted and held on to your tarot cards and you've worked with them, yeah, you stick with those because
Yeah.
they've absorbed your energy. And so that's why we're talking about this because we talk a lot about energy, but this is a way for us to concretize or make make more conscious noticing energy in the real world, in real
Yeah.
life, you know.
Right. Right.
And do you think you can cultivate it? Some of the things I wrote were, that I am, when we make those I am almost like commandments, anything I think in conversations with God, it says anything you put after the words I am is like an incantation. It's like a creation. And so when you say, I am glorious or I am blessed, it's like an incantation. What do you feel that? Do you feel that you can expand your energy signature by saying the I am statements?
Yes, and so every month I'm on online. I'm with a group that does a full moon ceremony and a new moon ceremony. And of course, full moons are letting go of stuff, and new moons are inviting stuff in. And we do power statements or power sentences, and it's suggested that some of the words you want to use relate to what particular sign is, you know, really starring is really showing up. So,
Right, like Jupiter or Cancer, you mean like
or
a Gemini?
Gemini, right?
Okay.
Yeah, or Venus, whatever. So you use power words that relate to that sign, and yes, and then the invitation is just wait for this stuff to show up, or say goodbye to what you're ready to say goodbye to, and just feel the shift in your energy for doing that. And I'm enjoying these groups. I think it's very powerful.
Right. Again, the energies coming together to make something unique and beautiful.
Right. And I find because I'm doing it consistently, when the full moon is coming, a couple days before we sit down to do this, I already start thinking about, oh, I want to let go of that. Oh, I don't want it. And when the new moon is coming, I automatically start inviting in stuff, even if it surprises me. Do
Right.
it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let it surprise you. Let it
Right.
surprise you. Right.
Do you think you're letting go of those because they're clouding your unique energy signature or you've
Yes.
accumulated them?
And stuff that I've taken on that's not mine. It's hard to not do that. I just listened to a lecture from my teacher about when you're in a if you're in a room and you're doing yoga and you're inviting meditation, you're inviting people to let go of their worries and their concerns. That stuff is still hanging in, they're letting go of it, but it's still hanging in the room for a bit. Like, we want to be really careful to be protective of ourselves and not taking that stuff on. But of course, you know, I've got a lifetime of doing that before I understood what that was about. So yeah,
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
letting go of stuff that's not mine, that stuff that I took on even from childhood and just accepted as a truth.
That's the way it is, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
Right.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Right.
Right. I do like that. And I do like that we can have an impact on the energy environment for sure. Like
Mm-hmm.
surrounding it with pink light or doing a white light shower or clear it. Like I was just listening to this power dragon lecture and she was like, send the dragon under the space you're in to clear it. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds juicy. I was like, yeah, dragons, so there um there's a lot of ways we can contribute to the upliftment, obviously, of
Yes.
and a space. And I love creating space with intention. And I think that's what we're talking about here, creating our energy signature with intention. Taking and but also, and I feel a little double like forked about this. There is that energy perfection that you were born with, that signature, that
Right.
nugget of magic, that can't be changed or is unique in all the world, that
Right.
divine spark.
Right. So we're clearing the way so we can feel that.
Right. And live it in its fullest beauty. And and then of course when we show up, we become, a contributor, a radiator, and wherever we show up becomes better for us being there. Better meaning more expanded, more um available.
Right. And us doing that also gives other people permission to do the same thing.
Right.
Be
Yeah.
your unique, yes, be your unique energy signature. Don't conform.
Right. Because then, right, then you're just Chat GPT. You're just a blob. You're just a
Right.
blob, a perfectly written blah. I don't know why. I'm just thinking so much about well, I'm trying to understand how AI is going to change us. And the thing that I keep getting as I listen is that it's going to it's going to kind of amalgamize everything. So our ability to be in a group, to show up, to be unique is become, authentic. It's going to be the thing that humans will always bring to the table that, an artificial cannot. And, I just think it's going to become more and more valued and appreciated, the the unique energy signature
Mm.
that we are. And it might be the greatest thing we carry into anywhere, like it's always been. But I think AI is just going to make it more obvious. Wow, I need you here. I need Trisha here. I don't need a virtual Trisha.
A virtual Trisha, right?
And it's for your energy signature. I think we seek out people for their energy signature. They matter to they make our lives richer, but they also, yeah, they enhance us.
Right, right. Yes, and we really feel that from other people. I mean, everybody knows you've been in groups of people before, and there's some people you're instantly attracted to, and some people you're instantly like,
Yeah.
don't stay away from me.
Not a fit, not a
Right,
match.
right,
Right.
right. That's an energy signature. Yeah.
Yes, yes. One of the things I did, when I was preparing for this, and I was wondering, there's probably things we want to expand ourselves into too, and I was thinking, what if we pick three words that we would not usually use to describe ourselves, but wish we did, and because
Mm.
I've been thinking about, like, we've been talking about the power of words, and what kind of cultivation, what would we want to cultivate as a part of our energy signature? And for me, I've been thinking about grace and kindness and, an easy generosity of heart. And it's funny because I'd like to say those are true of me, but there's a part of me that's like, you could do better, Laura. Um, and so I do want to, be growing and expanding my energy signature as well. But as we're talking now, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's more stop trying to do it and, allow that energy
I
signature.
was going to say, yeah, just uncover what's there.
Right.
Right. I know, because the first word that comes to mind for me is playful.
Mm,
I don't think of myself as a very playful person, but I like the way it feels to even say that.
right. And that might be exactly part of your energy signature. Like, hey,
Right,
let's play more. Let's have fun
right,
more. Let's
right,
create more.
right,
And I do think that's where inspiration comes from too. Your energy signature is going to inspire you to different things than me, and that's what
right,
makes us unique too.
right. Because often you and I will start talking and we'll find we're working on similar things within ourselves, clearing or uncovering similar
Mhm.
issues, but we both go about dealing with it in different ways, which I always find kind of fascinating.
Right, exactly. But we kind of still end up in Rome for some reason. There's all those roads to Rome, and we end up there, which is really cool. Um,
Right.
and so I guess would to wrap this, I would want to say that eh, the energy signature that you have is whoever's listening, really appreciate it and look at it and do if you want, cultivate it into a little bit whatever you would like it to be, but also give yourself permission to appreciate it as it is.
Right. I would say uncover who you are. Uncover, because at your core, you are you are grace. You are this divinity discovering itself. And that's pretty beautiful.
Yeah. And it's like the thing we all come to Earth for, right?
Right.
Divinity
Exactly.
discovering itself. Um,
Right.
so hopefully everybody listening takes a few minutes to sit and appreciate that energy signature that you are and discover more about it.
Yeah. So I'd like to end with a chant,
Mm.
the Vishvadeva mantra. Om Anobhadraha Kratavayantu Vishvato Adabaso Paritasa Udbidaha Deva No Yata Sadamudvrade Asana Prayuvo Rakshitaro Diwe Diwe. Om. From every direction, may all the forces that are auspicious and conductive to growth, that help me conduct my life in such a manner that life becomes worship, forces that cannot be subdued or deterred in their willingness to come to my assistance. May all these forces rise up within me with full force and determination, and may they continue nourishing and protecting me day by day.
Mm. Wow, that's so powerful. Have a
So
great,
take that with you.
yeah,
Take that with you.
exactly. That's why I wanted us to record it so people could play it over and over and let it become part of their energy signature. Namaste, everyone. Have a great
Thank
week.
you, everybody.